Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to another episode for nightanalog.com. Today I'm looking at the Fitbit Zip. Now this is a really small, weighs 8 grams, and it's a little analyzer of what you do in your day-to-day life. Now when I first got this, I started thinking, is it just like one of those pedometers that you can wear and it counts your steps and then you get an idea of what you're doing? But it's so much more than that. It's almost a way of keeping track on what you do all throughout the day. Steps, what you eat, how many calories you consume, how much you travel, and how active you are at certain points of the day as well. Now obviously there are different screens on this as well, and you just tap it just to cycle through these screens. So it goes from an emoticon, which is based on how active you've been throughout the day or at that time, which is kind of funny. Then you can go to time, you can go to how many steps you've taken, how much distance you've traveled, and how many calories you've burned within that 24-hour period, or within that day, because it does reset every midnight. And it's interesting because one morning I woke up and I'd already burned a certain amount of calories. I thought, that's weird, I haven't even been wearing it, there's 0 steps. But it's actually because, you do burn calories when you're not doing anything as well, which is kind of fun. But after wearing it around, it kind of, it's not just what the device does, what it does to you. So when I was wearing it, halfway through the day I'd look at it and go, oh, I've only done 3,000 steps, and you're meant to do, based on scientists and all that stuff, you're meant to actually do about 10,000 steps a day. So when I'd look at it, I go, oh, I haven't really done much walking today, I might, go for an extra lap around the office or something like that. And it kind of changes how you act and live mentally. It's quite interesting just from wearing one. And when you do synchronize with the computer, and the computer comes with like a little dongle so you can synchronize with that, or also synchronizes with iPhones and iPads. It's soon to be able to synchronize with Android phones, which would be really nice because that's what I've got. And so anyway, you'll synchronize it in and you can actually look at what you've done throughout the day on a beautiful spread of time. So you can actually highlight each hour and it says you took this many steps at this point. And it's interesting because you'll look at it and you'll think, in the morning it's quite busy because I'm getting ready for work, and then when I get to work it's very slow. Then at lunchtime it peaks again because I've gone out for lunch, and then it goes back down again. And it's really interesting when you look at it and go, wow, I really spend a lot of time, sedate, like I just sit there at my desk. And then you can see when you're active, and it makes you think about what you actually do. Now, besides obviously counting steps and things like that, you can also log your food, so the food that you take in throughout the day, so it counts the calories and you compare it with what you've burnt, and then it gives you a good measure as well. And you can do training plans, you can enter in everything you've done, because one thing about it is that it only counts steps. So if you go for a run, great, it will track that for you. But if you go for a bike ride, then it really won't do anything at all. It won't pick up much at all because you're riding a bike and it doesn't get that sort of motion that it requires. So you have to enter that in manually, which is fine, but it's something that you just need to realize. This won't track absolutely everything you do. It's just the steps in your day. So when I sit in the car driving to work, it's not thinking that I'm actually walking that. It knows when you're walking or when you're driving or riding a bike, for example. So really interesting. You can enter your own food in, so you can type in, had a Big Mac for lunch. Well, not really, but you type in McDonald's Big Mac and it will search it, and a lot of stuff is actually there. Some Australian products isn't there. Tim Tams, couldn't find it. But most foods are, especially supermarket foods. You can just search for them and you can find it. Or you can create your own custom dish, which you can actually then keep entering in and stuff like that. Now, I have the charcoal version. You can see it's also in this little case. The Fitbit itself is actually quite small. I clipped it to my belt. I think girls can actually clip it to their bra if they would like to. But just have it somewhere strapped on your body so it actually can keep track of things. It's available in other colors like blue, pink, white and lime. But they're great. They're so small. When you actually clip it, like I said, 8 grams, clip it to your belt, you just forget about it. It's actually almost a worry because, when I clip it to my pants and then at the end of the day the pants are off and stuff like that, you almost forget sometimes to take it off. And that's kind of just a habitual thing. You're just going to make sure that you take your wallet and keys out of your pocket and you take the Fitbit off as well. So something just to get used to. I've actually really enjoyed using it just to sort of get an idea of what I'm actually doing during the day and stuff like that. And it does make you it makes you more active than normal because you do change what you're doing, because halfway through the day you might just check it and go, oh, I didn't really do much today, I feel a bit lazy, and might do a little bit more. So one of the big things was I took it to Parklife, which is a music festival, yesterday, and lots of dancing, walking and stuff like that. So I racked up over 12,000 steps, which was a record for me, and I felt so good about it. And as a reward, Fitbit also gives you badges when you break certain categories. So when I did 5,000 steps in a day, it gave me a badge, 10,000 and stuff like that. So you get these little badges, it's encouraging. And you can also connect with friends. If other friends have got Fitbits, you can see their data and your data, and you can sort of get competitive like that. It's really cool. I think, you know, I think people should get them, not just people who are looking to lose weight, but just people who are interested in the numbers behind their day. Some people don't care. Some people just go for a run and say, well, I went running and I don't care what I did, I just did it. But if you're interested in collecting data about your activity, really cool way of doing it, and such an easy way of doing it as well. I did get a Fitbit app for my Android phone, and you can enter your meals and stuff like that. You just can't synchronize with it yet, but come home, turn the PC on, and the data is up there. It's so quick and easy. That's all I got. Thank you for watching. If you do like it, check it out. Available in most electronic stores. You can buy it online and whatnot. So there is also a higher version, which is the Ultra, which does quite a bit more. So if this is not enough for you, check out the Ultra. Surely someone's done a review, or go to the Fitbit website as well. Thanks guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.